That was a very depressing experience.
Peter Yanev is a structural engineer who lives in San Francisco, but spends most of his time visiting the world's other seismic hotspots, figuring out how to build safe buildings.
Is that right? That's right.
He and his son Andrew have come up with a simple demonstration that shows how it can be done.
Is that right? That's right. In Turkey, the buildings collapsed first at the bottom, then the rest of the structure was weak, and it completely collapsed, killing many, many thousands of people. The primary reason for that was weak ground floor. We call it a soft story. The two buildings are identical except for one difference. This is the soft story building, which has no strength, adequate strength in the ground floor. And right next to it, an identical building, except on the ground floor, we have added two small additional walls called shear walls to block some of the openings. That is adequate to prevent the building from collapsing. So Andrew, if you can start shaking it, and let's kind of simulate a magnitude 7 earthquake, which would be at least 20 seconds. Okay, go ahead. Now that it gets strong, now slow down a little bit. And we have a collapse, exactly in the right place. The weak building has fallen completely. The upper portion is almost completely preserved.
So in this building here, the shear wall kept the building rigid and therefore perfectly intact, while the ground floor of the next building melted away as soon as the earthquake struck.
And Peter brings what he has learned right into the structure of his own home.
What I had to protect against was collapse of this area. This is one of the main shear walls of the houses. What it is plywood, very well nailed against the studs. I think strength and beauty go very nicely together. All you need is some exercise for people and a little bit of plywood for houses. This wall makes the house essentially indestructible in any earthquake.
A little change that can make a tremendous difference.
All of the difference is in the two walls. A minor detail that provides adequate strength would have saved thousands of lives.